Hello, my Ninja Warriors. As you know that this session is all about how to fill J Advance form effectively so that you avoid any error, any discrepancy. Before I start any further, I will highly recommend that watch this video with your parents and fill your form, keeping them in loop, because you know what, while filling form at this age also sometimes it happens that you attend, if you're able to make any mistake, your parents will be carefully monitoring you. Okay, so I will highly recommend that call your parents also and then gradually watch this video. Okay, so you all know that today, Wednesday 23rd April, J Advanced opened the registration window. Okay, so let's talk about the important dates. Let's understand this first. So you can clearly see that one by one we'll talk about everything, and I'm not going to take more than 15 minutes of yours. In this 15 minutes, I'm going to tell everything, end to end process of registering J Advance form. Okay. All right, let's go. Ready. I guess I'm audible and visible as well. Just one thing before I start, just like the session right away so that maximum J Advance aspirant watch this video so that their form is not having any error. Their form becomes error free after watching this video. Hello. I can see. Yes. Arivunthi, Ninja Warrior. Yes. Nikki is also here, and then okay, I guess I'm completely audible and visible. Let's start. So can you see today, Wednesday 23rd April, in the morning 10 a.m. they have opened the registration window. Okay, and the last date for registration will be May 2nd, 2025. But I will highly recommend that today they have opened it. I'm not talking about register it today, but I feel that you should register it within a week. Okay, do not wait till the last day if you're serious about it. Okay, then last day of fee payment. Now there are two things. One is registering and second is fee payment. Okay, so registration you can do registration even if you are not ready to pay the registration fees. Registration fee last date will be May 5th, but I feel that before 4th May you should be able to register. Okay, do not wait till 5th May. That is the second date. Admit card availability, so May 11th Sunday, and by the way, this is not NTA. This is J Advance. Whatever they are writing, they'll do that without any error. So do not feel that, okay, this is like NTA, they will also do something. No, this is error-free process because this is a J Advance examination. Some serious business is happening over here, unlike JEE Main, unlike NTA. Okay, so admit card availability 11th May 2025. Okay, from this date to Sunday 18th May 2025, downloading will be available, obviously. So that means you have your J Advance examination on May 18. So before this May 18, you can download your admit card. Apart from that, if you are in this category PWD, if you are having trouble in writing, then you have to request a letter that I need help in writing. I have a disability in writing. So that day is Saturday, May 17. Last day is actually one day before your J Advance question paper. Okay, all right. Hi Manasvi, how are you? All right. So I think the important dates, I think you are clear with important dates. Now let's talk about some activity, when exactly you have to do next thing, like once the result is out. So copy of candidate responses, because this is going to be an offline thing. So copy of candidate responses to be available on this date, May 22. The moment you will get on 18th May, you're going to give your J Advance, and 22nd May, you are going to get your responses. Okay. Then online display of provisional answer keys. The final answer key, which answer is correct, final answer key they will provide you by May 26. And then after that, if you want to talk about anything, any question, any feedback, any issue, although there will be limited chances that question paper will contain any error, but still there is a scope, you never know. So that challenge, if you want to challenge, then that dates are May 26, May 27. Then final answer key declaration. So they will look into it. That okay, now this is provisional answer key. Nobody has challenged it. Everything is fine. Everything is correct. And final result, final answer key, they will give on 2nd June. And the moment, so this is final result date, and this is JOSA counseling process will start on June 3rd. This is the date sheet, okay? All right, so I hope you're clear with the date sheet. Now let's talk about the eligibility. Please understand, please know that, okay, whether I'm eligible to give JEE Advanced exam or not, okay? One by one, we'll talk about everything. The very first thing is OCI and PIO holders. OCI and PIO card holders. So basically, these are those students who are not citizens of India by birth. Okay, so maybe it happens that your parents might have moved to abroad and your birth country is not India but outside of India. So you should be OCI and PIO holder, card holder, then only you will be able to give the exam. Okay, so yes, this is the eligibility criteria for those students. Now, if I talk about the age limit, okay, who have studied, are studying in India or / abroad at 10+2 equivalent. Okay, so this you can check it criteria. Second criteria is age limit criteria. Candidates should have been born on or after October 1, 2000. This should be your birth date. After 1st October 2000, if you are born after this date, then only you are eligible, otherwise you are not eligible. Second thing is number of attempts. Now this is a very controversial topic because JEE Advanced is coming and saying we are allowing 3 attempts, and now what students are doing, they are taking drop, the third drop. They are and already enrolled in some college and they have dropped out of that college, and now they have started preparing for JEE Advanced, and then JEE Advanced come and says no, only 2 attempts are valid, no 3 attempts. Then students are like, what the hell, I have left my college, now what to do? This is also gone, that is also gone. So understand, now they have changed their criteria. They are saying that JEE Advanced maximum of 2 attempts are possible, and that too in 2 consecutive years. Okay, only exception will be there for those students who have dropped out of college because of that information. So only slight exception is valid over here. Then after that, the second criteria is appearance. Now you guys, I think majority of you fall under this category. Appearance in class 12th, in which year? 2024, 2025. So this is, I think, repeater, or you can call it as dropper. And if you are in class 12th or you have given class 12th this year, you will be appearing in 2025. So either dropper or this, okay? But there is one more exception also. If you have given your exam in 2023, then Supreme Court has given one exception, that if you have given your exam in 2023 but your board exam result came after 28th June 2023, then also you are eligible to write JEE Advanced examination. Okay, this is one exception. All right. Yes. Now, JEE Advanced eligibility criteria. One more thing, keep in mind, if at all you have taken admission earlier in IITs and you have not joined that college because you have wasted your seat completely, you have not withdrew your seat and you have just wasted it, and no other student could take it, then you are not eligible. You are not eligible to write JEE Advanced, because JEE Advanced is telling you that, okay, if you have registered for it, if you have appeared for the counseling, you have booked your seat, but now you're not coming, you're not showing up, and the last moment, so you're wasting one seat, so now you won't be able to give JEE Advanced, right? We will not consider for you. But if you have taken the seat and you have withdrew the seat before the last round, can you see? Withdrew the seat before the last round of seat allotment, then you are eligible. Then you are eligible because you have decided before the last round, no, I am not gonna take, you give the seat to anybody else. Then JEE Advanced say, then it's fine, you can do that. Okay. Yes, I am coming to certificate also, do not worry about it. Yes. Now, this is very important, that 75% criteria. I think everybody of you should understand this. But before that, like the session right away. What am I here for? You guys are not even liking my session. Okay. Yes. Now performance in class 12th. So there are 2 things. Either you score 75% aggregate in 5 subjects, which is PCM and English and computer science, or whatever the optional subject you have taken. So at least 75% aggregate marks in minimum of those selected 5 subjects, either this, if not, then you should come under top 20 percentile of the students. Okay, to top 20 percentile of the students, you can check out this website which I have linked over here. Okay, all right, yes. Okay. Now the next thing is, yes, this is for percentile only, and for category, the 65% for SC, ST and PWD category. Okay, one more thing. Suppose you are a dropper and last year maybe you have not received 75% and now you will give improvement exam. If you are giving improvement exam, then understand that it should be done in same financial year. So suppose you have not scored, suppose your marks are 74% and you will give an improvement exam for, suppose you feel that I can score more in physics. Now physics exam you're not going to give, you have not given in 2024, but you feel okay, all the exams I have given in 2024, but one exam I will give in 2025, this will not work. All the exam should be given in the same year. If you have given all the exam previously, it's fine. But if you feel no, only one exam I will give in 2025, previously all the exams I have given in 2024, not done, okay? So one or more subject, can you see? In single academic year, can you see? Percentile calculation will be done for all the required in single academic year. So improvement exam to be given in the same academic year, or if you were about to give, then give all the exam in the next year, 2025. Okay, all right. So this is what it is. Now let's talk about the documents. Let me read one comment. Okay. Ma'am, they are asking OBC certificate after, but I revealed in November. They are saying yes, Chinu, I'll come back to your topic, and I have mentioned this in JOSA counseling wala session I have taken day before yesterday, where I have mentioned about this for OBC NCL certificate. Chinu, let me just come over here, come to your topic also. Now documents list one by one. Okay, we will go through it. Number 1 is class 10th certificate, where date of birth is clearly should be mentioned. If it is not mentioned, then go for your birth certificate, and in birth certificate again date of birth should be mentioned clearly. Okay, that is one thing, the very important document. Now class 12th, okay, and obviously class 12th, either you have given your class 12th in 2024 or this year 2025, okay, or else one more exception I told you, given by Supreme Court, your board exam result, if at all came after 28 June 2023, then if you are if you have given your exam in 2023, then also you are applicable, you are eligible. So that 12th class basically mark sheet will also be valid, class 12 certificate. Okay, if the candidate, now this is something very important, suppose class 10th May your name is not matching, your real name is not matching with your class 10th mark sheet, then what you need to do is go to some gazetted officer and get the document created that's showing the change of name. Okay, so you need to bring one certificate that okay, my name has been changed and this is what is written in class 10th, but my actual name is this. Okay, so this is how it is. Now let's talk about whatever you are waiting for. I think you guys are waiting for certificate, right? Category certificate. Okay, then over here, if you are from general EWS category, so yes, now one student is writing that, understand that you have created one document for your JEE main in maybe November or before April 1, 2025, that will not be valid. You have to recreate that document. Okay, so that document should have been issued on or after April 1, 2025. Okay, as per the latest guidelines of Government of India. So that document will be invalid over here in JEE Advanced Registration, in JOSA counseling also. Okay, so what you need to do is just go ran after your Tehsildar, get it created after April 2025. I have given the format of that certificate in JOSA counseling process also. I have given the format which is specifically given by JOSA. Okay, now if any general EWS candidate fails or is unable to submit the certificate at the time of online registration, now you'll be like, ma'am, but I am in a state of panic. I don't have that certificate right now. I thought that previous certificate will work for me. Then what to do? Then what you need to do is, do not panic. The candidate has to upload a declaration. Okay, declaration. So you need to declare while filling the form. You will be declaring that I don't have the certificate right now with me, but I declare that I am a general EWS category student and I will submit this document at the time of admission. Okay, so at the time of admission you should be having, so you'll by that time, by that time you'll be able to create that document. And same will happen with OBS and NCL category. So that document, that certificate should be on or after 1st April 2025. If not, if this document, your document is expired for this JEE advanced registration, if you don't have, and that is that should be centrally listed OBC certificate, okay? And just go and check this website, you will understand. It should not be state-wise, it should be centrally, okay? OBC certificate should be centrally listed, okay? All right, that is one thing. And for SC/ST, now there is no date validity for SC/ST. If you have any document will work for SC/ST, okay? So there is no date written over here. So for SC/ST, you don't have to worry about anything, okay? I'll tell you now how to declare. I will tell you the form also. Wait, now can you let me just list all the document. Class 10th certificate, PDF format, and the file size should come under this. Keep it ready, because your file size, if you click a picture, upload it, it will not get uploaded. You have to compress it. So use any online compressor software and you will get your class 10th or birth certificate in this size, okay? Then class 12th, if you don't have, get in touch with your school, they will provide you. Category certificate, again PDF, the size is right here. Any optional category certificate you are having, you need to check. Then PWD disability certificate, if you're not able to write anything, if you have any disability, this is only for disabled students, so request letter ho gaya. Then we have this is for OCI and PIO card holder which are born out of India, students who are born out of India. Then if I talk about the registration fees, okay, so for registration fees, Indian national, I think majority of you lie under this category. For female category, this is 1600, SC/ST PWD 1600, and if you are a male candidate coming under general or OBS category, you will have to pay 3200, double of it, okay? Then OCI and PIO holders, again, even though you are OCI and PIO holders, but you're still like Indian, you're still Indian, so that is why rupees mein you are getting charged. You can check out the fees. But foreign nationals, okay, candidate residing in SAARC countries, so USD, you can see they will have to pay in dollars. Now how to register? Let us just check the form, okay? All right, let us check the form. One student is saying, ma'am, actually I would like to learn maths as my career, can suggest anything. See, maths as a career, whatever maths first of all you are learning in 11th and 12th will be completely different if you go in college. You might not like it. So I feel that re-evaluate your thought one time, just check out the syllabus, understand it, because see, mathematics will be applicable everywhere. Even if you go into the engineering, it will be there, okay? And if you still feel strong about mathematics, check out ISI exam and CMI, ISI college and CMI college entrance exam, okay? How to register quickly? Let me just reduce this. How to register? Yes. Can you see? So this is an old form, but same form you will get in 2025. So this is JEE Main 2025 application number. Already existing application number you have to insert, okay? So just log in, official website is there for registration, log in there, okay? Then what we are going to have is JEE Main 2025 application number, password, security pin, your security pin. If you at all you have forgotten your password, make sure, because the forgotten password will come on your mail ID. So you should have mail ID also. At the time of registration, I told you, keep your mail ID with you, do not use any random mail ID, okay? Then the security pin is what you have to enter over here, okay? in this box, captcha. Then once you are done with that, then what will happen, your photo and your signature will be appearing. If at all it is not appearing or any random photo, random picture is appearing, that means there is some issue. So your photo, just check, verify, your signature and just verify, okay. All right. So it will already be appearing, otherwise you have to fill it. Then you have to fill this form, okay. So understand, class 12th, passed from India or outside India. So obviously you will fill India if you have given the exam in India. Year of first appearance in class 12th. So 2025, if you are in class 12th, or if you are a dropper, you have to fill 2024, or else one more thing, 2023, for all those students who have received their board examination result after 28th June 2023. So 2023 also you can write first attempt when you have given. If you are a dropper, write 2024 if you have given that exam. If not, then 2025, okay. Then you have to just fill according to your eye vision, blindness, everything, okay. Then comes the OBS certificate. Can you see? Yes. Can you see? Let me come here. Do you have a valid OBC NCL certificate? Drop down mein you have to fill either yes or no. If yes, then you will have to upload it. If no, then you have to declare it, okay. You will have to declare it. So yes, I have OBS certificate issue after, they will ask you 2025, issue after April 1, 2025, otherwise it will not be valid. Please understand this thing, okay. Obito is saying, I don't think I will be able to attend advanced level question. Just go for experience then, I feel. Why not? Why not? Go for experience. JEE Advanced is one of the exam, and if at all you won't get any question, you will tell your horror stories to your kids someday, okay. Then issue date you have to write over here. Then everything you have to fill, and after that, once you fill this, then it will come, the pop-up will come. Either you have to upload or you have to declare based on yes or no. Then after that, what will happen, once you are done with that, then choice of exam city, there will be 8 choices. So you will have to fill 8 choices. But I feel that usually what happens, the first 2 preferences you have to fill very carefully. First, you will get your center from the first 2 preferences only. Okay, so fill it right here. Then you are having more information, mobile number, email address, and additional mobile number, additional email address. Then you are having upload certificates, all those documents, class 10, 12, category, everything, okay. So see, class 10th, then 12th, then notification for showing change of name if at all it is valid for you, any certificate if it is well valid for you. Then your registration fees. So if you are general category male student, that will give you 3,200. If you are a female, then 2,800. So this is 2021 registration form. So it was 2,800 at that moment, but now it is 3,200 for general students. Now you have successfully registered for JEE Advanced. Print registration receipt, please keep it handy. So print registration, I think print, download it, at least keep it in your phone, click a picture of it, so that you will have some proof over here and you will be done with your form, okay. All right, clear. Now once we are done with that form, registration fee also done, you know the dates, you know everything. Now sit with your parents, then only fill the form end to end, because see, already we have so much of stress. Some stress your parents can also take just for the filling form, or you can take the help from your siblings also, okay. Then now there is an English batch for JEE Advanced. If you feel that, ma'am, I feel somewhat confident, somewhat underconfident about JEE Advanced, I feel this is the batch for you. You should not think twice, because Eklavya batch is popular batch, and this is, you know what, completely in English as well, and we have a batch in Hinglish as well, okay. So you can just check it out, link is given in the description box. If not, if you feel, ma'am, no, I'm not meant for this batch and all, already less time is there, I just need some practice problem solving, JEE Advanced Rank Accelerator books is those books which will help you in problem solving. A lot of problems are there which are slightly lower than J Advanced level, and slightly higher than J Advanced as well, 3 category. So you can check it out, check the book out. And I'm gonna take one session from this particular book where I'll be solving J Advanced Rank Accelerator questions. Okay, alrighty, clear? Yes, so I think we are done with today's session. In case of any doubts regarding any certificate, any registration fee, any discrepancy, anything, just let me know in the comment section. This is me, your Ninja Ma'am, signing off, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.